Just rolled up here. The boys had the spread out from this morning. They came on here and hunted it. A lot of the birds didn't show up. They went the other direction. So we snuck back out here early this afternoon. It looks like an incredible spread. The hide is fantastic along this fence line, and we're gonna be able to just climb right in, and we'll run and park the trucks away from us, and it won't take us long to get set up. So tell you what, I've never done the spring snow goose hunt, but we are here in Saskatchewan with the Saskatchewan Goose Company, Tyler Mann and his crew, and some really good friends. We got Mario from Final Approach, good buddy of ours, Brad Fenton, that you've seen a number of times, and got a brand new Weatherby 18i, and we're hoping to break it in, test it out, and try and knock over some snow geese. So we're really looking forward to it.
Over the past 10 seasons, you've likely noticed that we don't typically find ourselves doing many bird hunts. But what you might not know is that we actually grew up chasing a ton of geese and waterfowl around home before we started the show. As things took off and we found ourselves chasing more big game species around the country, our time to get in the field for geese and ducks quickly disappeared. I always enjoyed it, but never seemed to make time for it. This past fall, my good friend Brad Fenton invited me over to Saskatchewan to help out on a hunt with the Sask Goose Company in Glasland, Saskatchewan. Brad was doing a hunt with his good friend Mario Friendy of Final Approach, along with Kyle Killen of Weatherby. It was great to spend time in camp with this crew, and the hunting was phenomenal.
I haven't found where the shell went because I just ripped it out of the freaking gun and got back to it.
Oh, it's in my ear. You just...
Come up front! This is gonna be dirty. Shooter doesn't drink today. Well, yeah, because I'm shooting. Oh, fuck off. Kill him up front! Kill that single up front. Need to get that other flock up. Yep. Come on, boys!
Keep killing 10 every time, it'll be over quick.
That's what I like. Let's try these 3. Kill them 2. Nope.
Thanks, buddy.
No worries.
I was trying to clip his head.
Just timing around the decoys.
No, because they don't, I'm okay. We'd get them in Klamath.
Now we have a hybrid duck here. It's a cross between a mallard and a pintail. You can see the head is quite small compared to the average mallard. You can see that dark brown cap on there, and you can see the white bars extending down its neck like the pintails. It's got a green spectrum instead of the purplish blue, and you can see that he's got a mix of tail feathers here. He doesn't really have any curls, but he's got the pin starting there. So quite a unique bird. Even the breast, it looks more like a green-winged teal than a mallard or a pintail, but that's what you get when they're a hybrid. Unique coloration, unique feathers, unique look.
Fatal Impact is proudly sponsored by Wood Wheaton Supercenter, Rexpid Broadheads, the MD of Bonnyville, Hoyt Archery, Weatherby, Deluxe Wall Tents, and Wapiti River Outdoors. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Wood Wheaton Supercenter, a proud supporter of our outdoor heritage.
Although I spent most of my time behind the camera helping out where I could, I'll admit that being back in the blind chasing birds had reminded me of just how badly I missed doing it. Tyler runs an incredible operation, and the sheer number of birds on that trip was surreal. The strategies and techniques have changed so much over those 10 years, and I thoroughly enjoyed learning once again. Before the trip was over, we had already started making plans for the snow goose hunt in the spring, and before we knew it, we were back in northern Saskatchewan to try our luck on the white geese.
Just rolled up here. The boys had the spread out from this morning. They came on here and hunted it. A lot of the birds didn't show up. They went the other direction. So we snuck back out here early this afternoon. It looks like an incredible spread. The hide is fantastic along this fence line, and we're gonna be able to just climb right in, and we'll run and park the trucks away from us, and it won't take us long to get set up. So tell you what, I've never done the spring snow goose hunt, but we are here in Saskatchewan with the Saskatchewan Goose Company, Tyler Mann and his crew, and some really good friends. We got Mario from Final Approach, good buddy of ours, Brad Fenton, that you've seen a number of times, and got a brand new Weatherby 18i, and we're hoping to break it in, test it out, and try and knock over some snow geese. So we're really looking forward to it.
Whoa! Started her off with a bang.
Watch the dog there.
The sun needed it.
Fatal Impact is proudly sponsored by Scree Gear, Top Notch Taxidermy Studio, Uniro Electric Bikes, Ole Smokes Coffee, Federal Premium Ammunition, High Mountain Seasonings, and Onyx Hunt. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by the MD of Bonnyville. Lake adventures happen here.
Well, we are loaded into the truck. It is 3:03 a.m. We've been up since 2:30. Went to bed last night after an amazing steak supper and basically essentially what amounted to a nap. And we're loaded into the trucks, about to hit the road, and got another 40-minute drive, and we're heading into a cornfield this morning where apparently last night the boy said there was a ton of geese, and they've hunted it before. They kind of know the layout and figure we can hide. The hardest part is just trying to find a place where we can hide 10 guys. So they figure we can make it work and lay out blinds there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get into a heck of a snow goose shoot. But apparently you really have to hate snow geese to want to do this in the spring, because it is early mornings. I don't know if I've ever had to set an alarm for 2:30 a.m. to go hunting before, but
wish on every shooting star that you still come back to my heart. Can you see how we've come so far? Hope you still come back to my heart. Can you see how we've come so far? Hope you still come back to my heart. Didn't mean to hurt you bad, only did those things so that I could make a little room for us. I wish
that's about it. We're set up, throwing everything in the blinds, and we're gonna get the trucks out of here. Made it pretty good for time. The birds are gonna start to lift off soon. We'll get the trucks out, sun will come up, and hopefully we're in the right spots. It's always the big question, is whether or not we're where we need to be. But I think we got a big enough spread, enough decoys out there. These guys know what they're doing. And I'm hopeful they come right into our lap. Closer the better. But I'm excited. You can hear them off in the roost there. So they're not too far away. But we'll grab some corn stalks, touch the blinds up a bit, blend them in. Hide is the most important part. So get everything blended in, get the trucks out, and sit and wait.
Bro, I got up and everybody shot, and then
They all fell.
right here.
This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Scree Canada, rugged hunting clothing for Canada's terrain. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Tourism Saskatchewan.
Had everything in it yesterday, all right up and down this hole, like right next to the road, which isn't a busy road obviously, down that fence line all through the middle. So what we're going to do is try to be on the high side so that we're seen, and they always want to come to the high spot, right, and then work their way down to the food. There's a lot of, you can see there's a lot of food like actually right here next to the road as it comes down. So we're going to want to be on the high spot, hide the blinds. We've got a good edge.
Yeah.
So the winds,
Not
like
great.
it's weird. Well, it's at our back now, but I don't think it matters. Like honestly, if they need to come over that road, that's not going to bother them. Like they want to get on the high spot, so that whole line runs right on that high spot. So we'll do decoys, get hid really good.
A lot of decoys, or what are you going to run?
I don't think we're going to run that many. We're going to run like 60, 70 maybe.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
we do a little more. We go a little smaller, so it looks like, hey, this bunch just got here and we need to get in, right?
Yeah, okay.
So
that's less than we've been running for the most part.
yeah, so we either need to go way bigger or way less, right? So, and
The
right
boys
here,
said they were kind of pretty
Scattered.
much throughout. Yeah, there was a pile of birds in here.
yes, super loose. 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, like
Yeah.
really loose.
Yeah.
You know, it's spring, they act different, like it's a crapshoot. So, but you saw the birds driving in on all the water. Those are all the birds that are coming this way.
So a lot of them are gonna come this way, and Mason said there was a big roost out this way too, that they can come up through.
Right, so, and being on a high spot, like we're pretty good on a high spot, so when they get up in the air, we'll be we'll be spotted. So that's the plus. So
we should have a good hide, like we can hide in that
the
grass.
height is really good. That's been pretty much the key.
You guys, I noticed you were checking out the grain bins too.
We thought we could make a fence row over there, but then the wind shifted a little bit, and they're not going to want to mess around with the grain bins or come around them or do whatever. So here, like literally, like we're off the road, but like I said, if somebody comes down that road, like it'll be...
Yeah, if we see 1 or 2 vehicles tonight, and they'll just be cruising by.
Yeah, like I'm not worried about that, and I'd rather have a really good hide and be on top.
He's going down.
For anybody who spent any amount of time chasing snow geese around in the spring, you'll understand just how difficult these birds can sometimes be. We were in a fantastic area, with some of the best in the business when it comes to killing white birds. There were hundreds of thousands of geese moving through while we were up there hunting, but it seemed like no matter where we set up, the bulk of the flock went to another field. In the end, we had an incredible time in camp with some of the best guys you could ask for.
As you can see, we're really slumming it today. I'm having a really rough time waiting for some snows. We just got donuts and coffee delivered from Timmy's, and we even got Timbits. So we're living a rough life, huh, Tyler?
Pretty rough, yeah.
This is terrible. If the hunting sucks, we still have a good time.
Well, we got 4 snows.
Yeah, we do have 4 snows. We just started on.
We just started.
And
now we
this is going to change. This is going to change.
The game changer.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because the field rolls like this.
Yeah.
We're kind of at the crest of a little roll.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't want to land. They shouldn't want to short us in that little dip, right? So I got it here.
Buck the hump and get up on it.
So yeah, I kind of paced it off. We're about just shy of 40 to the end of there. So that should keep them right up on this plane here. 100%. And then the same thing here. We shouldn't have them.
Yeah,
we shouldn't have them shoot over top here because we got that same thing. So we kind of picked a
high spot.
Yeah, we picked a really good spot here.
Yeah, so it should be awesome.
Yeah, same thing. I wouldn't go any higher on that hill, like kind of where that light is.
Yeah.
And then kind of bottom out. We're gonna kind of do the same thing as yesterday, but to make it like more family groups, more wider holes. Is kind of what I'm thinking.
Yep.
And then if we set it, then we can always pull
Whatever we need,
whatever
when
we
the
don't
wind
like.
changes,
That's the beauty of these things.
Watching Tyler and the crew set up and utilize different strategies is what I live for. I've always been a sucker for knowledge, and to learn what other guys are doing to be successful is what I enjoy the most. And truthfully, I'm already excited to come back in the fall once again.